Alright, we're at the train station in Santiago. Somewhere up that way, not very far, or down this way, not very far, is where the big train wreck was here a month ago. It scared us all. And there's one of the speedsters over there. And they're about to announce something.
Atención, por favor. Señores clientes, no crucen las vías. Utilicen los pasos subterráneos.
Alright, I didn't get it. But anyhow, we're going to go. We're going to be on the train tomorrow. We're going back to Ponferrada to pick up baggage and see the castle and stuff. And then we're coming back here. So, fun. Later. We're here in, where are we? Oh, we're in Santiago de Compostela at the train station, and we're about to get on a bullet train here, the bullet to Barcelona. It's not this train. It'll be pulling in here right in front of us in just a few minutes. We'll get a picture of that when it comes. Another train pulling in. Not ours, but another train. And the engines are the same both ways. Pretty cool stuff. It's amazing how efficient they are here. Coming and going, coming and going. And this is, Santiago is a small place. Madrid was crazy. There must have been 20-25 trains an hour through there. Lots of pilgrims here finishing up their trip, heading home or somewhere. And there it goes. It was here about 5 minutes. That would be my train. Heading back towards Barcelona, just for a day trip. Only going as far as Ponferrada. I have to pick up bags I left behind. I think this is our choo-choo coming, right here. Yes, it is. And we have to find car number 9 will be ours. And we're in, what's the name of it? Platform 7C and D. Now, the first train we caught in Madrid, I thought platform is what I was standing on. But it's not. Platform is where you sit. And here's our train coming in. Woo-hoo. They say a section of this track is going to be the super high speed. Yeah, it's just like the one that wrecked. That's one. There goes car 1. We're down this way. Get it back. We're not. Ponferrada! This is where it all starts, right here for us. First, coffee con leche in that little cafe on the corner where the ice cream cone is. And the way goes right up this way. And we are right here in front of the Knights Templar Castle. And we're going to go in and take a look around before we walk some more. I see a sign for McDonald's over there. Yeah. There's Suzanne. We're going into the Knights Templar Castle now. Have a look around. And it's kind of wet today, but be good inside. Bye. More of the Knights Templar Castle. Man, quite a place. Kind of reminds me of old Fort Niagara, only in a bigger scale. You can see on the walls the different colors where they've rebuilt the castle from their original remains. But it's a few centuries old, so you have to forgive them. Hey, I'm not certain, but I think the Mythbusters built this cannon. Could be. It could be. That looks like something that they would do right there. Yep. Mythbusters. Had to have built it. Looks like about a 6-incher. Haha. Humor for the day. This is the old original castle over here. 14th century. That's older than me. And of course there's a chapel in the background with some renovation work going on. Everywhere we go, renovations. And the mountains in the background. Kind of small compared to Galicia, but anyhow, it's pretty cool.
Oh, I see, okay. Money management. Yes, exactly. Yes. Fund management. Exactly. He's now in Singapore. He's going to finish.
There's lots of people around here speaking a foreign language. We've had our share of difficulties, right, with the language, but we did quite good. We just tell them un poco español, a little. But we're up here in the Knights Templar Castle. Let's see what else we can see. Oh, there's the cafe down there where we had Conlichi a while ago. Conlichi, that's about 1/3 of a cup of really strong coffee.
With steamed milk.
And then steamed milk is the other 2/3 or half or whatever. It's actually
2 packets of sugar, which we can use.
yeah, and they give you like a packet of sugar that is at least a tablespoon, and they give you at least 2 of them for the real sissies. But it's quite good. Quite good. It grows on you. Bye. Starting to rain again. We can easily verify that the rains in Spain do not mainly fall in the plain. They mostly fall in the mountains of Galicia. And in case of a little trivia here, what does that sign right there mean? That's your exit. This is the old portion of the Templars Castle, 14th century. Now, how many hundred years old is that? 21st century, 14th, 700 years old. It's older than me. That's really nice, and you can see the cathedral steeple in the background. If you can, this is not a good day for taking pictures, but it's what it is. So it is what it is. And it goes on up and over, and you try to climb that wall, and they'll throw a bucket of hot oil on you or something. Not good. I guess that's the old well there. More of the old 14th century castle. Goes around, and I'm in some kind of an old archway here. And they said one of the archways, I think it's this archway right here going out to the mountains. I believe that's the oldest portion of the whole place. Old. They said when it fall down, the next bunch would come through and they'd find the ruins and they would rebuild. And it would last for another couple hundred years till it fell down, and then somebody else would build it back. And now they have union labor comes and does it. I don't know. Somebody does it. And they do a pretty good job. It's nice. But a whole lot of it is closed to the public. You can't, they won't let you go there. Just another view from the castle here, and there's the cathedral in the background. And of course this is still Ponferrada, and it's the Knights Templar Castle. It's pretty amazing stuff. 14th century. Man, that's old. The old foundation section. I think they're still finding stuff here from centuries ago. Amazing. And of course there's Ponferrada there, the old city and part of the new city. It's a pretty big place. Walking from here, the trek goes back behind me. The actual way goes right down the street right next to the castle here on my left, and it takes about half hour to an hour before you get out of town, and you come into the beautiful grape section. Grapevines everywhere, and but the grapes aren't very good to eat. They're Tempranillo grape, I think it is, which is pretty tart. But not like Concords from New York. Later. More views. This is one of the better views of the cathedral over in the background. That is not actually in the fort here, or the old castle. But if you get up close and you look at it, you're blocked out by apartment buildings, new ones. That's not good. It's a train to Santiago is coming. What's the car numbers now, will you? It's our train! Yay!
rented a car and we're driving to Finisterre today. This is one of the little coastal villages along the route. Coming through this little town. And we'll do some more later here. Okay. We're driving by an area that was affected by the fires earlier in the summer. This place had, gosh, the fires came down right up to the homes and the buildings. Crossed the road and went all the way to the beach in many places.
This could be Maine.
Yeah, Bob thinks this looks a lot like the state of Maine. Hope this is coming out okay. I don't think I was. It didn't look like I was on the screen.
Okay, well anyhow, we're this is a little town of Azura, A-Z-U-R-A, I think it is, and it's the fog is in, and it's a beautiful beach and stuff. You might be able to see the mountains over there. It's all burned. The forest fires of Galicia burned all the way down to the water. Just beautiful though. Wow. And it's very light surf here because we're on a big inlet. Who takes pictures of a rental car? I do! It's an Ibiza model something, and it's diesel, and it's a pretty cool car. It's neat. It really zips around. Awesome mileage. And over here in Europe, diesel is substantially cheaper than regular gasoline. And a gas station, in case you're wondering, is called a gasolinario. So anyhow, and there's where we're at. Pretty cool, huh?
We're still driving on the coastal route around the Costa de Morte, the coast of death. We're en route to Finisterre. Since the rains have come to Spain, it has been off and on, sprinkle showers all day long.
This is some town by the name of something.
Along the coast. Yeah. We're not sure where we are.
Peaceful inlet. We're here at Finisterre. Finisterre, whatever you want, and you can see it's really foggy. I'm not even sure if you can see it down there, but the surf's on the rocks. It's big surf. It's way down there. We're going to go on up ahead up here. I think we're going to stop here and have some lunch. It's starting to get brighter, and I think some of the fog is blowing away, but it's not very good right now. Way marker 0.00, and it's the end of the world. You go out straight out that way into the fog, and you fall off the world. Not sure how much you'll be able to see here because the fog just keeps sweeping in. 1 minute it's visible and the next minute it's gone. But this is all Finisterre, way out in the middle of nowhere. A couple people sitting down here in the rocks. There's a little clear spot, but it's cold here. The Atlantic Ocean, big surf coming in on the rocks. kind of a weather system coming in today. Most of it's south of us. We saw it on the news. Of course, we couldn't understand it, but it was maybe. I hope you can see this. It's burned place in the rocks out here in Finisterre. It's all blackened. There's some old shoes and clothing and stuff. The tradition is if you walk the Camino Frances all the way from France to Finisterre, you burn your clothing when you get here. And people do it. Trust me, they do it. We saw this numerous places where clothing has been burned. Amazing. More surf down at Finisterre. It's actually getting a little bright right now at the moment. Will it last? No, more fog coming in. But anyhow, we're probably going to move on towards Muxia next. A little diesel car is purring right along, doing great. We came along, there's like a mile marker out here at the end, and it says, may peace prevail on earth. And it's in different languages. That's pretty cool. First wildlife I've seen. And we're out here on the point at Finisterre.
Spain on the way to Muxia, and we're passing by a church. Sorry, I wasn't ready for that. I'm going to pan over here and let you see this countryside. Oh. Car window. Okay. We think these are crypts. Above ground crypts. We see them frequently. Some of them are quite old. We're coming into, well, we're getting...
In 300 yards, bear left.
We're coming into Muxia, and the sun is out, so we're hoping we can see the sea.
Bear left.
We made it to Muxia, and the sun was out, but I think we're losing it a little bit now. We're at the ocean. And way over there on the other side I can see a wind farm. It's part of the... There's Bob. Oh yeah, look on the other side. I can see the surf is huge. Let's see what I can do. If you can see over there. We'll be driving closer.
Have arrived at the lighthouse at Muxia. And I hope you can see this surf coming in. That is huge. Whoa, there goes my hat. Beautiful, cool weather, sunny here. See if I can get a really big one coming in. Obviously the waves here in on the European coast of the Atlantic are much bigger than they are on the east coast of the United States. Here comes some pretty good ones coming in over the rocks here now. Kind of surprised there's no surfers. Big, big, big. Gonna go down here a little bit more, get some coming straight in. Surf City. Wow, here comes a big one. Big set coming in here. Somebody down here filming, taking pictures. I said, woo wee, look at the size of that one coming. Hope that doesn't grab Mom. Wow. I should have seen that one hitting the rocks over here. That was huge. Hope you can hear this. Surf is pretty noisy. Don't get knocked off of there. Really big coming. Really big coming at you. There was a big storm out here in the Atlantic the last couple days, and the worst of it is kind of going into the south of us. And of course we couldn't understand much about it because it was all in Spanish, go figure, on the news. And right here somewhere is where Martin Sheen walked down to put his son's ashes in the ocean. Very close to here. Pretty cool stuff. Okay. A shrine at Muxia. This is where Martin Sheen was told to bring his son's ashes. And we'll go in there and take a look at that in a few minutes. Pretty neat. I'm not certain, but I believe that rock right there is the very rock that Martin Sheen went down to throw the ashes. Going down a little further, check it out, but I think it's right. I will take a look here. And it has been bright sunshine, but we go back around this way, and here comes another storm over the mountains. So we're not going to be able to be here much longer. Hey! I'm pretty sure this is where Martin Sheen came down, right here. It looks just like it. I'll check it out in the movie later. Logging industry like this truck here. Be a little careful here. And we're cruising along at a brisk 120 kilometers per hour, and we're getting ready to cut through this mountain. We are traveling on the A6 highway, which is the main deal, all the way from coast to coast. Through that tunnel. I'm not sure if this is the very valley that we walked, but it could be. This is part of the valley that we walked. The Camino de Santiago is right down there in that valley somewhere.
I'm getting a lot of glare. We're headed into the mountains this morning. More mountains. Almost all of the country is mountainous. Oh, they do have some awesome bridges. For highway and for rail.
We saw we came over a railroad bridge. We didn't get to photograph it in time, but it appeared that the railroad bridge looked like the basic parts of it was the old Roman structure. I mean, old, golly. But they didn't let the passenger trains go over that. That was just freight trains, it looked like. Pretty much we figured out that the freight train and the passenger trains have their own separate rails system. Beautiful bridge here going over the This gives you a real flavor of the country that we trekked through, because we went under a lot of these bridges under the A6 here.
There's one that looks like the railroad bridge over there. Oh, great. Got blocked out.
Camino was out there also.
Yeah.
There's a Camino. That's where we were, right down there.
Santiago.
Santiago. Right up that hill.
It's a mean piece of trail.
Bigger mountains.
Now we're in the province of Leon.
Getting closer to Ponferrada, where we started. This might give you an idea why we got so tired. It's tough. There's some pretty serious climbs in here. Pilgrims, we walked this very area here.
We did.
This is kind of along the highway, but we're off the super highway now, and you'll see just more and more and more pilgrims walking. There's now right along here there are many.
We took a rest break here. Your back was already giving you trouble.
Yes. This is where
We had
the first of the back trouble really
Yes.
started.
Yeah, I
right
think
in
this is the
area.
first day that the back trouble really was a problem. All kinds of pilgrims. Yeah, we took a rest break right here, I think. Somewhere right along here. Yep. Gee, there's a lot of trekkers. More than the day we came. It was hot the day we came. Very hot. Very
Lots and
sunny.
lots of girls and women, singles, twosomes, but I'm amazed. There's more women trekkers than there are guys. You know, they're everywhere. So if a woman feels frightened about trying this,
You shouldn't, because
rest assured.
yeah.
And of course, there's a lot of couples. There's 2 more girls, 3 more girls walking.
Okay.
And under the superhighway we go. We get off the superhighway to show you where we walk. Now we're getting into Galicia. And one of these Galicia is where we spend one day.
The easy part was along the highway. The harder part was on the trails.
Yeah, and just behind us, about 2 kilometers, was the end of walking along the highway.
Yeah.
On natural paths going up through the mountains.
Yeah, where we started off
Much tougher.
into the tougher stuff up over the mountains. Okay, I'm gonna turn it on.
Yeah, the ones that real cars.
Part of the area where we walked.
I think that might have been where we had a good dinner right up in there somewhere in that little town.
At the roundabout, take the second exit and then straight on.
I know we walked through here, so I think we came from the left. I think this is the town, and we came down one of these side streets. That one, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's where it came back up.
Came back out. That was a great place to stay. It had
Keep right.
had the best food. So we didn't really walk this part.
Trekkers. we go 120 kilometers an hour. Down here you go 80, which is plenty fast for us. More pilgrims. I should have done some video in albergues to show what they're like with all the bunk beds and all
We
that.
had a little bit, I think. We have a little bit.
I took a couple stills. I don't think I took any videos in there, but
In half a mile, bear right and then keep left.
if it probably wouldn't be appropriate to take videos in the albergues because there's lots of people walking around in their underwear, and you know. It's not just guys either. It's everybody, and it's almost like a commune.
Yeah, it is like a commune. Definitely like a commune. It's impossible to get out of everyone's way.
So everybody just kind of turns the other cheek and do what you have to do. So Suzanne was having a shower one day, and a guy from France walked in, and
it was different way of life.
And where are we coming to? Is this Villa
Turn
Franca?
left and then turn right.
I don't know. I'm gonna.
And we walked all of this, getting into the vineyard country here. Lots and lots of grapes. Oh, they're still picking.
They're still harvesting.
Still harvesting over here.
In half a mile at the roundabout, take the third exit.
She's not happy with us.
Yeah,
We got on the small highway instead of the, what do they call it? The Via Express or
we're on the NV1 now. There's a biker, lots of bikers.
Yeah, lots of bikers. They get to go faster.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
We're in Astorga. This is Main Street in Astorga we're driving through. Just a little bit frightening. Not really sure where we're going, but we're going. And it's a fun day. It's a good day. Every day's a good day. There's a guy here. If we asked him direction, he would just scratch his head.
No, he would tell us in Spanish and we'd have no idea what he would be talking about. All right, we think we're getting a little bit out of town, which would be a good thing. We didn't really mean to be in the old town where the streets are narrow.
That was a kind of an accidental.
Yeah. Okay, we're looking for
LE 142 road down
so
here.
I'm going to help Bob find this road. Okay, now we're in a little village.
Named Columbria or something like
Santa
that.
Columbria.
This went by a really old church. Of course, every one of these little towns and villages
like
has a
this.
very old church.
Very. They're everywhere.
There's another Catholic church over there to the side. Missed it, but that's all right. As you can probably tell, the streets were made before modern cars. This is a two-lane street. This is a wide street.
Yeah, this is a very wide, this is an avenue right here.
Super highway right through town.
Still got some mountains up there in the background. Although this area that we're driving through is actually the edge of the Meseta, so I'm surprised we even have these hills. You can see some of the stone fences.
Okay, we have arrived at the Cruz de Ferro. And when you look at this, it's pretty amazing. All of those rocks have all been brought by pilgrims here. And I've got some things to do here. I don't know if I'll be able to film it or not, but I've got some things in my hand. First of all, I got a stone here that has come from Lake Ontario in New York. It's from my friend Paul. Having a hard time. He's struggling with cancer, and so I'm leaving a stone for him. Next, I got a stone with a couple girls' names on it, Kimber and Paige. A stone for my son Michael. These were children that were lost as infants, and he's had a struggle with that. And also I have in my hand a stone for myself and for my friend Kyle. This one's really heavy, but it's got my burdens and his. Lastly, but not the least for sure, I have a yellow bracelet I've been wearing. It says Camino with Cullen, from my friend in Florida. And so I'm going to go put those in the rocks. I'm kind of falling apart a little here, but this is heavy. Okay, I hope you can see this all right. Right here we have the 3 stones I placed, the one for my friend Paul, one for Mikey, and one for me, and Kyle. And then up here, I found a place on the side to put the bracelet where it says Camino with Cullen. Pretty cool stuff. It's heavy here. Down here, that's the Camino that comes up right next to the road here. And we're up a long ways. You can't see much here, but we're up a long ways. And Suzanne's up here. It has affected her too. And then here's the little chapel, where you can say a few words if you want, which I probably will do. And I'm getting it back together now. But there's literally millions of rocks here, and you can see there's all kinds of writing in all kinds of languages. Some people carried some awful big stones. Little bitty stones. Here's a couple with butterflies on them. All kinds of writing. There's another bracelet sort of like what I had. There's another bracelet. More bracelets. There's an orange one or a green one. There's a pink one. And most of the stones all have little writings and sayings on it. I saw over here, where was it? There's a sign from Canada. I saw that, and here's a picture of a family. Apparently it has a lost one here somewhere. Can't read it. Little printed messages. But it's a mountain of stuff. It's just, it's hard to believe that people carried every one of these stones, and some of them have rolled way down there. That's probably from years ago. But anyhow, we're at the Cruz de Ferro, and you look up here, here's even a giant rock up on a cross, and it goes on up, and then there's the Iron Cross up there. Little symbols here and there. Pretty sad. Can't read it, but I bet it says something about lost baby. The Cruz de Ferro.
That is a big mountain of rock.
Let me tell you, this is a heavy scene right here.